right, we are living in the Winn-Dixie kitchen and excited, of course, to talk about the St. Augustine Food and Wine Festival that's kicking off tomorrow. And I'm excited to introduce celebrity guest chef Jeff Johnson, who's going to be doing a cooking demonstration called Southern Table Roots, Southern Fried Chicken with Vegan Green Gumbo.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, welcome to the show. Great to see you.
Thank you.
That sounds really good. All right, first though, tell us what's new and exciting this year.
So new and exciting this year, there's a lot of, it's at a whole new venue. It's at the Farmstead, so open, great venue, not the same one that you guys are used to. I think it's going to be, there's a lot of new food and wine vendors. You have Smoke on the Walk, which is going to be amazing, featuring a lot of barbecue. Then you have the Grand Tasting Village. There's something for everybody. There's going to be vegan dishes, there's going to be meats, wines, cheeses, you name it, it's all there.
That sounds so good. And that's so nice that you are being a little more inclusive with bringing in some of those vegan dishes, because, you know, that kind of excludes a lot of people, like our previous producer, Sarah. She always got left out when we did cooking segments, it seemed like. So that's kind of nice that you are able to mix some of that in. So let's get into what we're doing right now. Is this something that we'll be able to taste?
It will be. This will be one of the dishes that that's featured in my cookbook that I'll be doing at the Grand Tasting.
Very cool. What day is the Grand Tasting?
The Grand Tasting is Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, let's get into it. What is it?
So we're going to sear off, we're doing fried grit cakes with shrimp etouffee. So we're going to sear off some shrimp.
Very nice. Those are huge.
Yeah.
What kind do you like to use?
I like to use fresh Mayport shrimp. I try to get
I had a feeling.
Yeah. Jumbo large fresh Mayport shrimp. Locally sourced. So we're going to sear those off. I already have my creamy etouffee sauce.
What is an etouffee? I've heard of it.
It's basically it's a cream sauce, but you start with like a roux base with Cajun seasoning. The roux is flour and oil, and then you add your cream, your peppers, your onions, and then let it simmer and come together really nicely.
Amazing.
And I'm gonna get you to drop our grit cakes.
You want me to do it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are adorable. So what did you do to make these?
So I made my creamy grits. I do a creamy garlic parmesan cheese grits. I take them and cook them like normal, but then I pour them into, and this one we use the mini cupcake molds, and then we freeze them. We pop them out, put them in an egg wash, and then coat them in breadcrumbs. So what'll happen is you'll have a really soft, creamy texture.
You want to do them all?
Yeah, go ahead. You want to eat them?
Yeah, definitely.
So you have a nice creamy texture, but then you have that crunchiness on the outside.
Oh my God,
and then you mix it with this etouffee sauce and the shrimp on top. You're talking about a party.
I like it. I like it. So I like too that it kind of, because if somebody at home wants to make the grit cakes, I didn't know how to keep the shape. So that's a nice little hack.
Yeah, so you put it in the freezer, let it set for a few hours. And it's one of those things you don't have to do all at once. You can space it out. So if you have an event coming up, go ahead and knock out the grit cakes on some downtime, set them aside, have them in the freezer, and when you get ready to use them, you can.
That's so smart. And we just put them in the oil straight from frozen, right?
Straight from frozen.
Okay, how long does that normally take?
Normally about 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
And they'll be done. Once they kind of turn golden brown, because the grits are already cooked. It's just a matter of them getting creamy and nice and warm on the inside.
That's right, yeah, not just on the outside. You want it to be evenly.
Yeah.
And then what about shrimp?
Shrimp about 2 to 3 minutes on each side.
Okay, and you'll start to see the translucent changing into a more opaque color.
Correct.
That's kind of how I usually determine.
Yes, and then you want to make sure that you don't overcook the shrimp, because you want it to be nice and plump.
Yeah, you don't want it to be chewy, right?
No, no, we don't want chewy shrimp. All
right, guys, so we're going to have part 2 with Chef coming up in just a little bit. I cannot wait to try this, and we'll learn a little bit more about your cookbook as well. But, of course, getting excited for the St. Augustine Food and Wine Festival.